Did you miss me? I'm back. And today we have a super special episode. And it's not special because what we're making. Well, that's a lie. It is special because what we're making. But it's actually super special because of something else. And that something else is right behind me. These sexy shirts that you've all been eyeing on me every time you watch me on YouTube, well, they're finally here. And I'm super generous and I love you all so much. And I decided to give away a shirt for free. And the way that I'm doing that is with a contest. Probably the easiest contest you have ever entered in your life. All I'm asking you to do is simply share my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and when you share it, tag me on one of my 3 social media accounts. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and my handles will be down below, so you have no excuse to say, well, I didn't know what your handle is, I couldn't tag you. Well, yes, you do. It's gonna be down below. Also, like my video, and next Friday, I will choose a winner, and when I choose you, I'll DM you, and you just let me know what size you are, and what address you want it shipped to, or if you're in the Milwaukee area, we can meet up, or I can drop it off, whatever you would like. I know you want this shirt, and I know it's going to look even better on you when it's free and you don't have to pay for it. So, do it.
Oh, Stizzy, that tastes so good.
YouTube, welcome back. It's your boy Stizzy's Palette. We're back and we're making another super quick, super easy, and super delicious recipe. It's another one of those things that most of you probably go to the grocery store and you buy the shortcut instead of making it at home by yourself. And honestly, most of you have all these ingredients already at home and in your pantry. So I don't understand why you buy something and you don't even know what's in it. You buy a can of it, or you buy the little packet that has a bunch of sodium in it, and you mix it all together, and you don't know what the f you're eating. Like, stop. This is all, I promise you, available to you. It's in your refrigerator. You use it all the time. Take the extra 10-15 minutes, cook it how it's supposed to be made, and I promise you the results are gonna be mind-blowing. You have people over, or if you have kids, or if it's just you and your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, your dog, whoever the they will appreciate this 100%. With that being said, today we're making sloppy joes at home, but we're taking them to the next level. And instead of sloppy joes, we're calling them sleepy joes. We're paying homage to that sleepy man in Washington, D.C. These sandwiches are gonna be so delicious, so big, and so sloppy that they're gonna want to put you to sleep just like Mr. Joe. Let's get to it. Y'all already know the deal. Medium-high heat, large skillet, add in 1 tablespoon of avocado oil or whatever oil of preference that you like to use when you cook. Make sure that oil is evenly distributed throughout that pan, and add in half a large yellow onion diced. Make sure you get all those onions in there. They like to stick. And then I will add half a red bell pepper, which I also diced, and half a green bell pepper, which is diced. Saute that for about 6 minutes on medium-high heat. Stir occasionally. You don't want any of the veggies to burn. And once you have sauteed them and they're nice and soft, and you think you're ready to introduce the garlic, grab yourself a garlic press or minced garlic, whatever you're using, and you can go ahead and add that in, which you will see me do in just a second. There we go. First clove in. And I use 2 large cloves of garlic, so if you have smaller cloves, just use 3, 4, however much garlic you like. I don't mind garlic, so I like to add in a lot of it. And once the garlic is in, you want to keep stirring that for about 1 minute. You don't want to burn the garlic or you'll ruin the dish. After the minute, you're done, and you can just go ahead and remove the veggies onto another bowl. So after a few minutes, when you get all your veggies nice and cooked down and soft, you can add your garlic. And once the fragrance of the garlic comes up, You're done. Take the veggies off the stove, and let's move on to browning our meat and adding all the delicious goodness together. So far, we've been cooking for 7 minutes. Let's try to beat that 20-minute mark. Let's go.
So grab the same skillet and just add it now onto medium heat and add in your 1 pound of ground beef. You want to use obviously 80-20 and go ahead and start breaking that up. And once you have that fully broken up, you want to brown that for 6 minutes on medium. And once you are confident that the meat is fully cooked, give or take again 6 minutes, you want to go ahead and drain all that excess fat that is in the pan. You don't want that.
So the meat just finished browning. It took about 6 minutes to brown the meat. And remember, we want this to be quick. We want this to be easy. You're tired, you're stressed out, you had a long day. So use the same skillet that you cooked the vegetables in to brown the meat. Literally, just take a paper towel, wipe it off, put it right back on the heat, and brown the meat. Now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that secret ingredient that I was telling you about. And the ingredient is right here. Most sloppy joes require water. My sloppy joes require beer. And the beer is going to take the sloppy joe from here all the way to here. Veggies are cooked. Beef is browned. Let's add all the condiments, spices, and the beer, and we're ready to serve.
After you drain that excess fat, bring your pan back onto a low heat and add in those veggies from before. Incorporate that well with the ground beef, mix it all up. And once you mix it all up and you have a good ratio of beef and veggies together, we want to go ahead and start adding all of the wonderful ingredients that make a sloppy joe. And we'll first start off with half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, whatever you call it. I don't know what to call it, but it tastes damn good. Follow that up with 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a dash of kosher coarse salt, and a dash of black pepper. And I say a dash because some people like more salt, some people like less. So whatever you like, add it in. And then we'll hit that with yellow mustard. Give me a second to get all that out. Sometimes mustard can be a pain in your rear end. And once all that's out, we will go ahead and add the main ingredient, which is ketchup. And we're going to use 2/3 cup today. And the ketchup kind of gives a sloppy joe that sweetness, as well as it gives it that sloppy texture that we all love. So make sure you use a good ketchup. And then finally we'll add in half a cup of regular tomato sauce. And once all of that is in the pan, you want to go ahead and coat the meat and the veggies with the sauces and the spices. So make sure everything is fully coated. You don't want to see any piece of ground beef that is not covered in the red sauce. And once you have done that, you can go ahead and turn your heat back up to a medium high and add your 3/4 cup of beer. I'm using a lager. Go ahead and use whatever you have in your fridge. You want to simmer that for about 4 minutes and then lower the heat to a medium low and simmer that for another minute or so.
We're about at 19 minutes and like 40 seconds, 30 seconds. I don't know who's really counting the seconds, but we're done. We're done. Super quick, like I said, and super delicious. Now we're gonna build. I'm gonna take a bite of this. Let's do it.
Let's start to build. You want to stir that up one last time. Make sure everything is evenly coated and you have a wonderful texture as such. And then go ahead and add that onto your bun. And what I do with the bun is simple. I just add it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, get it nice and soft. I don't like to toast it for a sloppy joe. So I'm adding a lot of meat onto this because remember it's a sleepy joe, so it's supposed to put you to sleep with how much food you're gonna eat. And then a non-traditional addition that I love to add is regular classic potato chips. It gives it a wonderful crunch and flavor, and I think it just takes your sloppy joe to the absolute next level. So add in a handful or so of chips and make sure you break the chips up in your hand, crush them before you put them on the sandwich. You don't want actual pieces of potato chip.
So let's give it a taste. Holy cow. Wow, I couldn't wait to talk. I wanted to be polite and swallow all my food, but wow. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, under 20 minutes, so much flavor, you know what you're putting in it, and I put a twist on it. That beer just takes that ground beef and just takes it all the way to Mars. It's just next level good. Next time you try a Sloppy Joe, don't use water, substitute your favorite beer, and you'll remember me. Absolutely delicious. Mwah, krasavchik. Oh, and another reminder, don't forget to tag me, repost a video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stizzy Palette Giveaway. Get you one of these.
In the kitchen wrist, twisted like a stir fry. In the kitchen wrist, twisted like a stir fry.